Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to go over the Hope Tree, which is going to be exactly the same as Season 15 Hope Tree and Season 14 and even Season 13. So Hope Tree wasn't really changed for like 4 seasons right now, and it's kind of annoying in a way because you already know everything that's going to be put in what node. But if you're a beginner, I'm going to try ahead and cover everything for you. Even though you can just simply turn on the Season 15 Hope Tree guide and basically learn from there, but I will try to make another video that is maybe I something missed in the previous one or I did not. But yeah, overall, starting off, you're going to want the Hope Tree position blessing number 3. You will want to go for the right side, always go for the right side, never go for the left side. It's absolutely useless because the damage from the Grace of Hunters is absolutely far better than anything the left side actually provides. So going for the right side is the right call. Go for the right side and only put like 3 points in here. You don't have to overinvest in the early stages because you are not high on the beats, so therefore you shouldn't really be overinvesting. 20% is completely enough for now. And the first and second node in the position number 3 should remain at 2. And when you're going to level up the AoE sharp blades is when you're done with PvE content and you're going for the PvP. Because in PvE the dodge is pretty much non-existent, you don't really need this, but in PvP it's really important. So you will basically max out the AoE sharp blade once you're going for the PvP. Before that, you will obviously max out the Grace of Hunters too. The next node you want is going to be Position Blessing 5. So 5 is the most and the strongest node there is for the damage boosting in the PvE. You will want this for Rift Odyssey, you will want this for the Tombs and Primeval Realm, as well as for the PvP in a way. You can run this side of the tree for the PvP if you're high competitive, but for the early first like a week you will want the left side, and then only for the Foggy Colosseum or the World Arena Finals you will want to switch for the Grace of Elysians. So starting off you will want max energy, but not before you max out the ultimate sharp blade, which will increase the hero position number 5 damage by 250%. So damage boost is absolutely insane in this. You will also want to put 1 point in this. You don't really have to go put more, because only 10% damage boost is per a lot of additional beads which you don't have in the early phases. Therefore, investing in energy in this position is better, because investing in energy also means investing in the damage. Now, once you have done this, once you have your position blessing number 3 at 2, 2 and 5, and you have also your position blessing number 5 in 5, 1 and 5 order, you will basically go ahead and do position number 4, position number 2 and position number 1, and put every single point in the energy. Apart from number 2, I will go back to number 2 right now, but the position number 4 and 1 is always going to be energy. For the position number 2, if you're in the early game, you don't have deviants, you're struggling to survive, put 2 points in the Grace of Claw. Grace of Claw will consume 40 energy to guarantee your team 2 Holy Shields, so your team will basically survive if you're struggling against something like the Doom's Reflect stages. Your team dies before taking any actions. Well, this is a solution to it. Basically just invest in these only 2 points, because that's as much energy as you make in the early phases. So later on you can put 3 points, which will be 60 energy, which you can make initially. So this will consume all of your energy, and no, it will not nerf your damage. This is pretty much capped, so you will not lose out on the damage by having the Grace of Claw. On top of that, if you do not need this, you can just simply put more points towards energy and have more points for your hunters, so basically stack up the damage even faster. But overall, I do like to run Grace of Claw for the PvP. But a side note is, in the Foggy Colosseum number 3 and 4, which is in the week 6 and 8, this doesn't work, because the rule is basically no holy shields are allowed. So during those weeks you would basically just pivot into the left side of position number 2. So for now you can do as you wish, as is your need, but I usually always go for the right side, as I do like to have holy shield for the PvP. As for the synergy mark, I do not suggest inputting any points in this until you get to Extreme 100 and you see which Lucifer synergy she is. If she's a Valiant or Mystifier, just put the points in there. So basically adapt to what your Lucifer is in the Extreme 100 clears. Apart from that, just simply put points to everyone. I would start by simply putting them to Ethereals and Avengers, as those are the 2 strongest synergies. and then work on Mystifers, Dooms, Valianters, and lastly the Glorians. As for the X position, you will want the right side because the right side is a bit RNG, but it does work for the Extreme 100 clears. So the logic behind this is to copy Lucifer. It is RNG, so you will have to copy Lucifer, and Lucifer will basically grant your team more additional stats. It also kind of works on the pledge heroes such as Hela or Trupus. So as you can see, it will be RNG because that's only one hero out of 5 that you have to copy, and I didn't really play with this, so I'm not sure if the hero actually dies or not, so I'm not sure even how it works. I just know it works on some of the Extreme 100 levels, where you are supposed to copy your Lucifer and basically hope for double buffs or a Trupus or Hera or I'm not sure who. But yeah, overall you are just supposed to copy the hero and basically win. So after a while, here's an update to the hope tree I have right now. So position 1 is fully maxed on the energy, and I did put some points in the HP for the PvP. Position 2 remained pretty much the same with 2 points in the holy shields, 2 points in the dodge, and 1 point in the starting synergy. Then lastly, the position 3 is the same pretty much as before, although I did max up my AoE sharp blade for the increased accuracy in the PvP, and my hunters is also maxed. Position 4 is only on the energy, and it will remain that way until I have so many excess beads that I will just start putting in the damage reduction, which is pretty fake. And position 5 is pretty much maxed both on energy and both on the damage. So yeah, I also did put some points on the synergy mark, which is not a priority, but it's also worth putting on if you have excess beats. Glorians are the last ones because they are not really a synergy you run as mono, but mostly units that you want to buff, which is not many units at that. For the seasonal modes, this is how it looks for me, so I do not struggle with these excess circles, so I'm not really putting any points in them at the start. I'm mostly focusing on the actual competitive modes, which is just Guild and the World Arena as well as Foggy. So overall, if you're someone who is new and struggling with the primeval realm, I suggest going all of the outer relics first and then going in the middle, and mostly ignoring Foggy and the World Arena. If you're not participating competitively there, it's pretty useless for you to upgrade it. And if you're not doing tombs but rather using my old technique of just going into the primeval realm and purchasing these chests basically daily, which give you T12s or T11s, so this is also a valuable strategy to go for. But if you do not do that, then you don't really have to go for the tombs increased teams. As I said, you can just do the outer ones and then eventually upgrade the middle ones. So that was it for the hope tree. Hopefully I have helped you. I'm sorry it's a bit late release. I did have some unfortunate timing with it, but yeah, it's as you can see by my power now and before at the start of the video, I didn't finish the video unfortunately on time. I had some other videos to work on. So yeah, unfortunate for that, but hopefully you can copy this and it will help you. The Rift Odyssey I believe still remains to be locked by the Asmodeus. I don't think anyone has passed it without. I haven't tried much, but I don't want to pass it in case some people pass it without Asmodeus. But so far it seems to have all Asmodeus levels, so unfortunate, but it will probably remain that way. Also, it's 9-star Asmodeus, not 8 stars, but so you will have to get Asmodeus at minimum to beat Extreme 100 this time around, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We have gotten used to it so far, so yeah. Thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one.